Fawn Brittany Griffon. The story of the Fawn Brittany Griffon began in the 8th century when French hunters from different regions started to resort to more organized breeding, attempting to develop their own unique variety of the hound. In Brittany, France, local hunters managed to produce two separate breeds, one of which was the Fawn Brittany Griffon. The direct descendant of this breed is thought to be the Brittany Griffon, one of the French hounds that were mentioned in the book La Chasse Royale, The Royal Hunt, in 1570. It's also believed that the breed can be related to the Welsh foxhound. Some dogs historians assume that all Griffon-type dogs resulted from accidental mutations in indigenous French hounds of the Dark Ages. There's also a version that in the development of French Griffons, some foreign dogs such as the Spinone Italiano played a crucial role. However, the Fawn Brittany Griffon was originally created, and by the end of the Dark Ages, it has been widely used in the north of France by local hunters. This wire-coated, incredibly courageous and tough scent hound was indispensable in chasing and killing the wolf. To accomplish this challenging task, it usually worked in packs of other dogs. By the end of the 19th, the wolf became extinct across France, and the breed lost its primary quarry. Fortunately, it was retasked to hunt other game such as deer and boar, so it escaped the sad fate total extinction. The Second World War affected many of French breeds, and the Fawn Brittany Griffon was no exception. At some point, its population shrunk in such a way that its complete extinction became a real threat. In 1949, the club was established in order to promote the breed and support its appropriate quality. Since the 80s of the 20th century, its number grew substantially, and today the Fawn Brittany Griffon is widespread in its native France as a hunting dog. It also excels as a companion dog, although it hasn't yet acquired much acceptance in this role. The breed has recognition of the Fédération Cynologique Internationale and the United Kennel Club. The Fawn Brittany Griffon is a passionate hunter and possesses temperament which suits ideally for this role. Nonetheless, it can be turned down into a loyal and affectionate family dog, since it tends to bond strongly to all family members. A well-brought-up specimen is very gentle with children, but it's too energetic for a small child and can accidentally tumble it down. While performing its hunting duties, the breed has to coordinate its actions with a hunter. That's why it's characterized with rather low human aggressiveness. The Fawn Brittany Griffon is an amiable and playful dog that is prone to treat every human being as a potential friend. Thanks to its watchfulness and attentiveness, it can become an acceptable watchdog. However, it will rather happily greet an intruder by wagging its tail than show any signs of aggression, so it usually makes an awful guard dog. The Fawn Brittany Griffon is usually used for hunting in packs, so it rather enjoys being in the company of other dogs. Actually, it prefers to cohabitate with one or several other canines, which match its energy level. It's worth to mention that the breed possesses a dominative nature, and it's quite ready to fight for an alpha status in a group of other dogs. Its well-developed prey drive make it dangerous for other species of animals, especially for stray cats. This dog will put up with coexistence of other pets, including a household cat, if it got used to its presence since its puppyhood. The Fawn Brittany Griffon is regarded to be a low-maintenance breed. The owner should regularly spend some time on brushing its shaggy coat in order to remove any dead hair and keep it well attended. The dog's drooping ears tend to get infected or irritated really easily, so they should be inspected and cleaned on a regular basis. The Fawn Brittany Griffon is a light shedder. The dog's coat also needs to be plucked at least twice a year. Many owners prefer to visit a professional groomer when things concern this procedure. However, plucking can be performed with little effort by the owner himself. The training of the Fawn Brittany Griffon poses a serious difficulty. The dog's an effective problem solver and got used to depend on its own decision rather than submit somebody's command. The trainer should invest a considerable amount of its time and effort to teach this dog even basic tricks. At the same time, the breed requires practically no training as far as it concerns performing its hunting duties. Due to its obstinate nature, the Fawn Brittany Griffon also tends to be a selective listener, so sometimes it could be simply no mood for learning. A harsh critique is absolutely unacceptable in the work with this breed, and it learns at the maximal speed when motivated with reward-based techniques of training. The Fawn Brittany Griffon is physically a very capable and an unbelievingly hardy dog with substantial exercise need. Its owner should take it for a lengthy and vigorous walk every single day. Be mindful that this dog won't be fully happy without a regular opportunity to explore and play in a securely fenced territory. It is very crafty at escaping from supposedly safely enclosed area, so make sure that your fence is high enough. Without an acceptable amount of physical activity, Fawn Brittany Griffon will most likely become an unmanageable, fidgety, destructive, and hyperactive animal. The breed is fairly adaptive, and as long as its exercise needs are satisfied, it will be content with apartment life.